Welcome. I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute easel card so it stands up like that. I made it with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. I also have links for the products I used. You can just click those links and it'll take you to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I made this card with products that are brand new on the online exclusives. This is Cake Celebrations, and it also has the Cake Celebrations dies. And of course, if you buy them together as a bundle, you'll save yourself some money. I'm also showing you Sharing Loving Crafting. That is also one of the new online exclusives. You've got to go check it out over at my website. Easel cards are one of those things that's really very simple to do. In this case, I've got my card base. It's not my typical card base, but it's still half a sheet of cardstock, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored in half at 5 1/2, and then it has one more score at 2 3/4, and you fold them both the same direction so that you can stand it up. And it will work best if you go ahead and crease that. I have a piece that's a 1/4 sheet of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to glue this on just so that it stands up and has the full card piece there. So I'm going to put glue or tape or whatever your favorite adhesive is just on this half. Do not go above the crease. Another one of our new products is this silver, brushed silver foil. It also has some gold silver foil, so brushed silver and gold foil. And it's really got this, can you see it? Yeah, you can see that brush ridges kind of. I'm going to use this both the outside and the inside section. So I'm going to stamp my cake base, my cake stand in the middle. Be a little bit careful because with stays on the foil, sometimes it's slippery. So don't stamp very close to the edge. And it does take a little bit of time to dry, so set that aside to dry. And we have this image, I call this grunge, and it's just kind of splatter or background. And I'm going to be stamping it in Melon Mambo, and this will be the cake, the texture of the cake, I guess. And I'm stamping that also right in the middle because I'm going to use the border for this one as well. I will also be using crushed curry in a little bit. We also have this new paper, and this is called Marbled Elegance, and it does have marbling, and it's got this gold foil on it. But I wanted something a little less showy because I'm going to use this background here. I have some basic white. This piece is 2 1/2 by 4. And I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday at the very top of this piece. I guess I should have left my ink out. This stamp set has celebrate, birthday, wedding, day, happy day, anniversary. So you can celebrate your anniversary. You can do happy birthday. So I'm using it as a birthday card for this. But I want to be way up high on this piece. And so I'm going to kind of squish my words together. So I have these on separate stamps. So I'm going to put that way up at the top. And birthday right under that. Trying to get it centered and straight. I'm going to go ahead and die cut now. And I will use my big die cutting machine because this cardstock won't fit in the little one. So I've got my platform, my cutting plate, my clear plate that's cut up, and I've got my foil sheet that's stamped. And we've got this kind of banner, cake topper, and I'm just going to put that anywhere here. And then this is the cake base die. So hopefully I can do this without tape, but I might get the tape out. You never know. Roll that through. And when that popped, that kind of jumped a little bit. So this isn't exactly cut perfectly, but I think that will be just fine for this. And we have a couple of rectangles, and so I'm going to use the larger rectangle and cut out my cake. Okay, I'm going to put some glue, and I can't find my silicone mat right now, so I'm going to be very careful with this, but I want to put the glue on now so that it has a chance to dry, because this is very, very skinny. I don't know if you can even tell how skinny that is. It's probably the size of a thick pin. So I'm going to put, so while that dries, I'm going to put my designer series paper on this piece. Just love this paper. A lot of this paper is perfect for Valentine's Day. But I love both sides of this. I'm going to tie a bow around this card here, this piece, this layer, and we'll see if I can make a pretty bow. I just love this ribbon. And give it a little trim. Okay, bringing back my card base here. So this looks funny now, but this part is that original 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is the back piece. So this is the front piece. So it's going to sit like that. And so we are going to put this on here, centered, of course. And I do want that bow sliding down as close as I can to the bottom. And leaving about 1/8 of an inch border around. So I'm going to glue this stamped piece to the real red. The real red piece is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. So there's going to be a tiny border. And then we'll put this piece on the pretty and pink piece. This paper, by the way, this designer series paper, has quite a few reds and pinks. It's got Melon Mambo, Cherry Cobbler, Real Red. I think that the paper actually has Petal Pink in it, but I thought that the Pretty in Pink looked nice here too. And we can go ahead and put this on with dimensionals. And you want to be sure and have at least a little bit of border on the top. You can tuck it under the ribbon if you want. And we're going to put dimensionals on the back of the cake plate. You're going to want to use the little ones or cut the big ones down so that they're skinny enough to go on. And if you put the little ones on with the flat side on the top and bottom, they'll fit better on these ends. So we'll go ahead and put the cake base on here. You want to start here at the bottom so that you don't run up over your greeting here. And I've got the cake base, and I'm going to tuck that under like that. And I just realized I forgot one more piece that I wanted to cut out. So I'm going to just use my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, just because it's easier to get out. And I have a literal scrap of white paper. And we've got this piece with a small and a large frosting layer. And we only need the longer one for this project. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here, which also probably should have had time to dry. So I'll put this as my frosting, kind of dripping down over the cake. And if you were watching the video, you're probably yelling at me because somewhere along the line I picked up that little silver flag. Let me find it. That really disappeared. I had a scrap of the regular foil out on my desk, so I'm using that piece. But it does work nicely with the brushed. And one more thing, I want to add some Wink of Stella to this icing, and it really makes a huge difference in my opinion. And I'm just brushing over this icing piece. So that's the card front. Let me do the inside now. We have two stamps. One has 5 candles on it, and I'm going to be putting the candles, trying to go for a straight row. And it's kind of hard to get them really close together, especially when your head's not right above it. And then I'm going to put the candles on. I'm using crushed curry. You could use wild wheat, daffodil delight. And these also have, so on those 5 candles, there's one that's taller, so you've got a flame that's taller. So you could certainly put these apart farther and have a gap and not even try to have them right next to each other. Or you could just you could actually ink the number of candles the person, the birthday, however old that birthday person is. And then I have some 24, 26 in color gems. I'm all out of the Pretty in Pink bigger ones. So I'm going to use 2 of the smaller ones. And I'm going to put my gems up about here, and I should probably put them inside the card, just so you can see why I'm picking where I'm putting them. So I just put this here, and the gems are the stop, and so they're going to rest against there. And so you want to get these kind of in a row. And so they will hold the card upright for display. Happy birthday. Here is the web address where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. I also offer lots of resources on my website. Click Shop to see the online exclusives, clearance items, my frequent shopper points, and the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. That includes a cardstock sampler for all the current Stampin' Up! Cardstock and samplers for the Stampin' Up! Cardstock going all the way back to 1997. Click Inspiration to scroll my projects. You'll find the directions and images all the way back to 2011. You may also want to check out the Basics button where I share about stamps, ink, and paper, card cutting bases and layers, and some of my favorite tools. Click Getting Organized to find lots of free resources like case inserts, labels for just about every product, catalog tabs, color tools, and much more. More organization means more time for crafting. Click Evernote Current Products to learn how you can share my Evernote notebooks. The Current Products Notebook allows you to search every item by name, number, type of product like stamps, designer series paper, tools, themes like birthday, friend, baby, masculine, and even individual words. I also share a notebook with retired products going back to about 2015, and there's lots more that are older than that. Click Stamp Together if you're in Ventura County and come stamp at my house. You can also join my team if you're anywhere in the United States. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my website so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.